The next day, Wyoming game warden Joe Pickett was feeling all of his 51 years when he received a call from Clay Hutmacher, the foreman of the Double Diamond Ranch. At that moment, he was working his way down the side of a steep mountain on foot, wearing a day pack filled with optics and gear. As he descended, he concentrated on not tripping over a sagebrush or dislodging a rock that would send him ass over tea kettle down the slope to where his truck was parked. Although it wasn't yet noon, Joe was tired. He'd been up since before dawn, and since it was October, he'd spent the entire morning in the breaklands and mountains checking hunters in the field. For the last 2 hours, he'd been glassing hunters and hunting camps through his spotting scope, as well as a herd of elk, a small band of mule deer, and a contingent of pronghorn antelope out on the plains. He was exhausted, but pleasantly so, and the morning had gone smoothly. He'd witnessed no violations and issued no warnings or tickets and made no arrests. The camps he'd visited were generally clean, and the hunters he'd met were friendly and ethical. Their food was hung from trees to discourage bears, and no one had reported any large carnivore or wolf sightings. He was still a little surprised by the 4 young men he'd met early on in his rounds. Hipsters from Jackson Hole with long beards and blaze-orange pork pie hats, who were hunting elk not for trophy racks, but to fill their freezers for the winter.